Here's the scoop. Coming back to you guys with an update on Red Lobster. I reported to you guys yesterday, Red Lobster is closing multiple locations, countless locations, and they just filed for bankruptcy. And now they could face lawsuits over the closures. This is crazy, but I'm going to get into it. It's an article from Newsweek. So it says the sudden closure of dozens of Red Lobster restaurants across the U.S., which was not officially announced by the company, might lead the struggling seafood chain to face potential lawsuits from disgruntled former employees, an attorney told Newsweek. Quote, by shutting its doors without any advance warning to its employees that the company was shutting down, Red Lobster could face litigation related to purported failures to properly notify employees of closures or layoffs under the Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification, WARN Act. In quotes, Sarah Foss, global head of legal at Debtwire, a service of Ion Analytics, told Newsweek. So the federal WARN Act requires companies with 100 or more full-time employees to provide at least 60 days of notice for planned mass layoffs or closings. I'll say that one more time because I feel like a lot of people listening to this right now work at a company that has more than 100 employees. So it says, quote, the Federal WARN Act requires companies with 100 or more full-time employees to provide at least 60 days of notice for planned mass layoffs or closings, she added. Foss has over 15 years of experience as an attorney, specializing in business reorganizations, including Chapter 11 bankruptcy cases, and that's what Red Lobster filed, Chapter 11. I'm gonna skip some of this because you know, I want to get to this. According to reports, Red Lobster failed to notify employees that the restaurants they worked in were closing. An alleged employee at Haley Renee wrote on X on Monday, quote, I lost my job today without warning and working Mother's Day yesterday. In a following post, she added, quote, I'm one of the lucky ones who don't have kids or a house to pay off. Just so terrible leaving all those employees with nothing, no notice, anything. Foss said former employees might have grounds to sue the company, but Red Lobster might avoid them by filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Okay, so they didn't file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but they're basically liquidating everything. They're on the path to bankruptcy. Okay, liquidation. When I hear liquidation, I think bankruptcy. I mean, like they need money, right? They're hemorrhaging funds. And I talked about that yesterday, how they were basically hemorrhaging funds. They brought back the shrimp, the endless shrimp, and that like tanked them. They couldn't do endless shrimp anymore. They tried to bring it back and it sunk them even more. So the article goes on to say, despite the potential for litigation, Chapter 11 can be a useful tool for a restaurant or retail chain facing financial distress, as it allows a debtor to renegotiate and reject burdensome leases and contracts, which are often a major financial strain on a distressed company in those sectors, she said. Although Red Lobster's path through bankruptcy is unclear, the company, which is a subsidiary of Thai Union Group, is likely considering both a sale as well as its standalone restructuring options. Okay, so what that's saying is that they're not sure whether, I guess, they'll actually file for the bankruptcy. If they get hit with a lawsuit, they're going to file bankruptcy. But they're saying that they also might just resell if they own the land that the Red Lobsters are on, like McDonald's owns the land that the McDonald's are on, then they might sell the land. They might sell this Red Lobsters, and people can turn the Red Lobster into another business, maybe another restaurant, maybe something new. That's what the standalone restructuring options mean. So then the article says in March, several news media reported that Red Lobster was considering filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in an attempt to alleviate its financial troubles. So that's why I thought they had already filed for bankruptcy. But apparently they're just going to liquidate everything and sell all their items in their restaurants, all their kitchen stuff and everything. So it says the popular seafood chain has struggled to recover from the difficult years of the pandemic, facing a decline in both sales and profits, significant debt, and unfavorable lease terms. So maybe they were paying higher leases than they could afford to as the years went on, and they lost more money and they had less customers. So even the repeated turnover of executives and attempts to change the direction of the company didn't turn Red Lobster's situation around. And then it talks about the endless shrimp deal and how that tanked them again. So then it says the future of the seafood chain is now uncertain, and it's possible that Red Lobster might still be considering bankruptcy. And it says the bankruptcy filing will be the first from a major restaurant chain this year, which has seen a number of retailers and even larger number of healthcare and telecommunication companies commence Chapter 11 proceedings. So, whew, that's my update, guys, on Red Lobster. It is messy. It just seems like they don't have their stuff in order behind closed doors at all. And unfortunately, that has led to people, this getting leaked, I guess, and them not officially telling people and them not giving official notice. And this is not a good look for Red Lobster. Um, yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments. It's just not a good look. A lot of people, they have rent to pay, and like that girl said, she's lucky she doesn't have kids or anybody to take care of. But a lot of people that are working at Red Lobster, some of them are full-time, some of them may be part-time, but they have bills to pay. They have a life to live, and they got rent to pay. They got to pay electric, water. You just never know, and it's like they can't not give them 60 days. That's really unfair, especially for a company this magnitude, you know. And I personally think that Red Lobster has been flailing since like 2005. I don't think they've been doing well at all for a long time. Um, Maybe 2000, honestly. I don't, man, Red Lobster has not been the same since forever. Who really is going there like that? And the food's not really fresh. A lot of the times the seafood's not fresh. A lot of these places, Applebee's, TGI Fridays, Red Lobster, it's frozen back there. If you talk to some of the chefs that work at these chain restaurants, these middle income chain restaurants like Applebee's, Fridays, what's the other one with the endless salad buffet? I'm forgetting. If you guys know, tell me in the comments that one with the endless salad buffet. But that one, a lot of these places is the food is not really fresh. Like if you talk to the chefs, if you ever meet someone who works there, they'll tell you the truth. So I mean, it's sad. It's the end of an era. Hopefully, these people bounce back and find a new waitressing job or a waiter job. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, just giving you an update on Red Lobster. All right, until next time.